Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at the second day of reveals for the Maw and Disorder mini set that is coming for Hearthstone on next Tuesday. So let's take a look at all the cards that were revealed today and how strong they look. Overall, I have to say that after day 1 I was not that impressed, but day 2 is much more impressive and also in many scary ways because some archetypes are getting buffs that I did not think would be getting them. But anyway, let's take a look. First of all, we have one legendary reveal today, Prosecutor Meltranix, so a Demon Hunter legendary card. Battlecry, your opponent can only play their left and rightmost cards on their next turn. So this is a card that aims to prevent your opponent from responding to your actions, and that means that it's an ideal fit for something like an aggro Demon Hunter, so that you have a board and then you want to lock down the opponent so that they can't answer properly. You play the Prosecutor and boom, off you go. Assume your opponent is playing a slow deck anyway, because if they're playing some very fast deck then they might not mind being able to play either their left card or their right card of the two they have in their hand or something like that. Then we're getting some interesting cards for Rogue. I think the strongest Rogue card in this mini set is the Scribbling Stenographer, a 6-mana 4/4 with Rush, and costs 1 less for each card you played this turn. So after you have played 6 cards on a turn, well, Stenographer is going to cost 0, which means that you can also play that one, and then that means that it's also going to buff your Necrodraka, it's also going to buff your Sinstone Graveyard. So the explosive power turns of this Draka Rogue are going to get even stronger than they were, but this doesn't really solve their card draw issues, so you might still be a little bit inconsistent, but when you get to make a tempo swing it's even stronger than usual, so yeah, feels a little scary when it works. And Blizzard is also going to give more support for Secret Rogue. We got Tightly Witness and Anti-Secret Tech card yesterday. I was like, okay, well there's no secrets in the meta. Is Perjury going to be enough to make secrets come into the meta? 2-mana secret, when your turn starts, discover and cast a secret from another class. So you can get a Mage secret, Hunter secret, a Paladin secret. Alright, and it's a secret that your opponent cannot proc. So if you're using, for example, Halkias, Death Rattle, store Halkias soul inside of a friendly secret, it resummons Halkias when triggered. Well, as it happens, Halkias can be stored within Perjury. Perjury is going to proc at the start of your turn. Halkias is going to be resummoned. Halkias cannot attack immediately because then it's going to be resummoned on your turn. But it cannot be prevented, the resummon. And you will also have another secret that you have discovered, so potentially you will be able to resummon Halkias again next turn. So yeah, there's something to this, but it still just doesn't feel like this is what Secret Rogue really needs. Perjury, I think Perjury is a strong card, but Secret Rogue just doesn't seem to have the things that would really make it a strong deck. Able to win games. What's like the win condition? It cannot be Halkias, it's a legendary card, you just can't get it often enough. So there will still be something more that Secret Rogue would need in order to actually become good. Then we have new Warlock cards with Arson Accusation. Choose a minion, destroy it after a hero takes damage. There's a lot of these choose a minion, then destroy it after something happens cards in this mini set. And this Accusation card, well, this is very easy to proc because you can just like press your hero power and boom, minion is gone. Is that sort of targeted hard removal at that mana cost? Is that something that you need in a Warlock deck? I don't think it is, but I'm not completely certain. However, Warlock is also getting some more powerful cards like the Imposter. It's an imp, a 2-mana 1/1 demon. Battlecry, choose a friendly imp, transform into a copy of it. And I think this is actually going to enable multiple Warlock archetypes, because this can easily go into Imp Warlock, and then you can make copies of whatever good imps you have for just 2 mana. Okay, there's always going to be some imps that are strong enough. Imps might also have some buffs that make them worth copying, so yeah, that's going to be pretty strong there. And then Dark Alley Pact, that handlock idea. I've been hoping that they would enable handlock. Dark Alley Pact summons an imp. The Fiend is an imp, so you should be able to make a copy of that imp with the Imposter. So there's some potential handlock synergy here. And the final Warlock card might also play into that. Habeas Corpses. Discover a friendly minion to resurrect and give it rush. It dies at the end of turn. Well, dying at the end of turn is kind of a bummer, because obviously the Fiend from Dark Alley Pact, for example, doesn't have a death rattle or anything, so then that's just 3 mana removal piece. also there's some synergy, it is a shadow spell. There's some synergy with Habeas Corpses and Lady Darkvein. Battlecry, summon 2/2/1 Shades, each gains a death rattle to cast your last shadow spell. But the death rattle shadow spell cast from those shades do not let you discover anything. They just summon randomly from those discover options. So then after one shade has died, you might summon just another shade without the death rattle. If Lady Darkvein dies, you just might summon another Lady Darkvein. But there might be some uses for this, together with stuff like Stoneball General, for example. 10-mana 8/8 Rush, death rattle, summon an 8/8 Great Wing with Rush. So there's some potential uses for Habeas Corpses. I think there's a bunch of death rattle minions that this could be used with. Would this go into the same deck with the Dark Alley Pact? Would this go into a different deck? If it goes into the same deck, then there would be some ways to use Lady Darkvein with both of those, giving more synergies. On the other hand, they don't completely play nice with each other. But anyway, Warlock is getting some interesting cards that can help Handlock maybe succeed, maybe some kind of death rattle, some kind of slow Warlock. But they also make Imp Warlock even stronger, which is something that I'm a little bit surprised about. And the Priest set is no weaker than the Warlock set, with Incriminating Psychic, a 4-mana 2/6 Dragon. Taunt, death rattle, copy a random card from your opponent's hand. So yeah, about that Thief Priest. Thief Priest is not good right now, but it's getting the Psychic. And Psychic makes it even easier to also use the Dragonet Operative. With Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck, well, that's more dragons for your deck. And then there's Cyrella, trigger the death rattle of a friendly minion that died this game, so then you have Psychic, copying cards from your opponent, then you play Cyrella, and you're going to get more cards from your opponent. Yeah. And it doesn't even end there, because then there's also Theft Accusation. 1 mana, choose a minion, destroy it after you play a card copied from the opponent. And well, you're going to be able to copy a lot of cards from your opponent. Again, the question is this kind of targeted hard removal, is this what you're looking for? Is this suitable for the meta? If it is, well, yeah. The Thief Priest idea just might be getting stronger. We're going to see more Thief Priests. When I thought about what Priest would need from this miniset, then one of the things I was worried about, I mean, surely they're not going to give Quest Priest or Thief Priest any buffs, but they just might be doing both of those. And not only those, but they can also buff Naga Priest and Bless Priest with Clear Conscience. 3 mana, give a friendly minion +2/+3, and only you can target this with spells and hero powers. So once you build up a huge minion, well, it cannot be removed with any targeted removal anymore. It can still be removed with random removal. Quite weird that they're printing all these accusation cards, which are like really good at taking down individual big minions, and then they're giving Priest a spell that completely nullifies all of those accusation cards, because all of those are targeted. So you always have to choose the target, and then you can't. Oh, well, we'll see about that, but big minions that cannot be removed sounds a little bit scary to me. This also makes random effects more important than targeted effects, and I'm not sure that's a direction for the game that I truly enjoy. But be that as it may, the second day of miniset card reveals, some pretty powerful looking cards, and they are surely going to change the meta. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.